Hello and welcome everybody to the Gold and Silver Club weekly commodities review for the 18th of September 2015, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So we've got lots to cover on today's session. We had the FOMC statement just yesterday, and I will go through exactly what we're looking at in terms of the technicals. So today we'll be reviewing the latest developments in the commodities markets. We'll be analysing the week's performance. The live session will be covering an overview of the commodities markets. We'll be looking at the top trades of the week. We'll cover live market commentary and technical analysis. And of course, we will be answering any questions you may have during the session as well. So first of all, before we get started, let me introduce you to the Gold and Silver Club. So the Gold and Silver Club is an international commodities trading research advisory group. We specialize in the precious metals, the energies, the agricultural markets. We are recognized as the leading go-to authority on commodities. As internationally respected experts, our analysis, our opinions on the metals, the energies, the agricultural markets are routinely sought by major financial television channels and publications, including Bloomberg, Reuters, CNN, Global Banking and Finance Review, the Wall Street Journal, to name a few. Our team of experts has advised and taught technical analysis, fundamental research and portfolio management to more than 75,000 private and institutional clients worldwide. For further information on the Gold and Silver Club and our expertise, please do visit our website just at www.thegoldensilverclub.com. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll take a look at the price of gold. We're currently at a point where we're about to break out and get on gold. It's been an incredible move over the FOMC statement. We're currently sitting at $1,136 an ounce and 95 cents. So we shall take a look at that very shortly on the technicals. The top trades of the week using the Gold and Silver Club signature trading strategies this week have been as follows. So first of all, last Friday, we had the USDA report, which is a grains report for essentially wheat, for corn, for soybeans. We had a nice consolidation on that report on Friday. We had a lovely breakout. We followed through into Monday, and it was a beautiful just breakout trade. So that was the first top trade that we've had over last and this week, following into this week. On gold, we had two lovely breakout trades. So first of all, gold started to break out pre-FOMC this week. So we had a nice 125-point breakout after we got tighter and tighter in this consolidation range. So you can see we're getting tighter and tighter in price. And we had a nice little pop to the upside. And then yesterday, we're still following these trades through. So we've been doing, as a lot of you will know, we do our live trading room session. We trade this live with all of our traders at the Gold and Silver Club. We've got two positions on gold, which are riding out right now. We're currently up 140 points on one of those positions, which we took yesterday. I'll go through with you very shortly what to anticipate next. We're not even entering the US session now, and the metals are really getting moving. They're following through gold, silver. They're looking really good. So I'll move over to those very shortly, just on the technicals. If you do have any questions at all, do just put those in the comments and we can go through those with you as well. Okay, so we'll move on to live technical analysis now. So quite a few points I want to go through. So first of all, let's just bring up so you can see my charts. Okay, let's start off here we can have a look at the US dollar first. Okay, so essentially yesterday, the FOMC statement, we don't have an interest rate hike just yet. And with that, we saw a big sell-off on the US dollar. So you can see here where we broke down on the US dollar and we broke down again. What you'll note, we've been discussing this over the last couple of weeks on these sessions, is this previous trend channel, which has been holding quite nicely. So it was a previously supportive channel, which then became resistance. We carried on retesting that. It's a goodbye kiss when you see this happen. So you get a previous level of resistance or support then turns into resistance, and you can see here where we just started to roll over, and we were sitting just around a support zone yesterday on the FOMC statement. We broke through that, followed through really nicely, and it looks like we're heading lower today as well. There's not too much in terms of news today, so we could just see this really start to follow through and pick up momentum on the US dollar. So what is the inverse correlation? Well, gold, we had a lovely breakout. So essentially, we've got a really nice pattern here. We have taken this on two breakouts. So first of all, earlier on in the week for an aggressive entry, we've taken a breakout of this consolidation. And then yesterday, again, we've taken another two positions on a break. You can see here of this consolidation, also breaking through resistance. And we just sat around the 1138 zone at the moment. And what we're looking for today is just a nice pop higher up to around the 1150 zone. So we're only into the London session right now. So US isn't even online yet, and we're already starting to move really well here, following through on gold. So I do anticipate more follow through at the moment. I think we can at least come up to this trend line above here, which you can see that where we would meet the upper end of the trend line, so potentially about another 200 points to go here on a breakout. So I do like that at the moment for gold, for more momentum to the upside. It looks really good. It looks like we could easily follow through and break through. There's not a lot really to stop gold from coming up to the upper end of the trend channel now. It's not got much resistance at all here, so it could really follow through well. So gold looking really good for the bulls at the moment. Nice breakout, confluence, weak US dollar. If we take a look at silver, silver was the first mover yesterday on the FOMC. It started to twitch just before the statement. It already started to break out. We were looking at a breakout above 15 US dollars per ounce. We did that, and we started to get a nice follow through. You can see actually where we come back up towards the end of the trend channel here. We've already had a decent move over the last 3 days. Silver got moving the day before the FOMC statement as well. Had a nice little pop here, and we can see here where it's building up momentum now. We may encounter a bit of resistance just around the current zone at 1526. If we break out and we follow through from this zone, we could really start to see, again, some good follow through here. So we'll keep an eye on that. Just with silver, just whether we get a nice breakout of this trend channel as well, and we could potentially see more follow through. But my preference is gold at the moment. I think gold is... silver is leading, but gold has more room to break out a little bit higher at the moment. So we could see about another 200-point move on gold today. Now, if we move over to... we'll have a look at copper, and then we'll move over to oil as well. Now, copper had a nice little breakout to the upside just yesterday on the statement. It popped to the upside here. We've been following from the lower end of this trend channel. We've been building up some good momentum. You can see at the moment, got a rejection candle just forming on the daily here. Copper is following oil quite well as well. So if we move over to oil and we have a look at the overall context of price, first of all, light sweet crude oil. We did get a pop earlier on this week. So we had this pennant formation. We were building up a lot of pressure on oil. We were looking to see whether we would break lower for a sell short opportunity, which would have been the preference actually at this point here, but we didn't. We popped out to the upside, and that has also confluenced nicely with copper as well. But you can see this pop to the upside. So now what we are awaiting is to see whether we're going to see some sort of follow through here today. If we're going to start breaking above yesterday's high and start to get a bit of follow through, I would keep a close eye on Brent crude oil here as well. So we've had a similar situation. It looks like we've actually got a bullish flag formation where it's pulled back and it's popped to the upside. So if we can today, what I'm looking at for Brent crude oil in particular is clearing above this range. It's about 51 US dollars per barrel that I would like to see oil break above to build up some momentum. You can see you got a nice little inside candle yesterday. We're building up some momentum here as well. Quite a lot of pressure around this 51 zone. So I'm looking to see whether oil can follow through today and whether we get a pop to the upside. There's a potential break trade available there. Looks like we might just be in for a bullish flag formation. So you've just had a really good move over 3 days. We had a huge move, one of the biggest moves in over 20 years, right at the beginning of September, the end of August here. That huge rally over 1,000 points. Since then we've pulled back, but we've pulled back to about the 50% retracement of this move. So it could be a zone where we find support and we just lift off again. So it's one to watch for oil. If we do take out the legs on oil and we start to break down below about 47 US dollars per barrel here, that's where we could start to pick up momentum to the downside, and we'll see falling back within this overall much larger downward trend on oil. So we'll keep an eye on both Brent and WTI, certainly as we go into this afternoon as well. Now, if we take a look at platinum, platinum is also confluencing with the breakout on gold and silver. So we've had a nice little pop to the upside. Not as good as gold and silver. They were the better trades to be had. I'm interested in this overall formation. You can see we've got a nice symmetrical V-shaped reversal here. So it looks like we could be on for a breakout here on platinum as well. You can see it's building up a nice base. It came down again to this major support zone sitting around the 950 zone. Found support at that level. We've started to build a base here, and I could see platinum potentially breaking out also and following through, especially if it can clear this overhead trend channel. So it does have a little bit of resistance to get through here. You've got two channels actually. You've got that trend channel and also another one. You can see we're sitting right at that level at the moment. So if we get a nice little pop today, platinum could be a good mover. I suspect all the metals are going to follow through today. Typically after FOMC, you just get a continuation pattern, and there's not too much news coming up today, and it's a Friday, so I would expect some good momentum here. If we look at palladium as well, you can see also where palladium is trying to base at the moment. So it is trying to form a nice little base here. Again, didn't pop to the upside as well as gold and silver. Those were the best movers on the statement yesterday, but you can see here in the larger context of price, you've got a nice little V-shaped reversal pattern here, nice base which is forming as well. So it looks like palladium wants to start getting turning around into bullish territory here, particularly if it can break the neckline here. So you're looking at about 627 there. If we start to build up some momentum above the neckline here, I could see palladium heading potentially much higher as we come into October, November and December here. Definitely looks like it's building a good base here, and it's got a lot of room for maneuver to the upside here. So I would definitely keep an eye on those for longer term positions too. So overall, the metal's looking really strong at the moment. We're just going back to gold. You can see we're just sitting around a resistance where if we pop above this level, we probably will get to around 1150 zone. So I would definitely keep an eye on that. Also, moving over to the grains now, we'll have a look. First of all, let's take a look at, in fact, soybeans. So soybeans was interesting, falling wedge pattern on Friday. We broke down initially. We had the USDA report on Friday in the afternoon. So we protected our trades here just ahead of the USDA. Then we saw a breakout to the upside. So we've had quite a significant move over the last about 2 or 3 days. And now we're just consolidating, and potentially we might head down lower here. It's at a bit of a decision point. We've got a lot of consolidation of price around this zone. If we start to break down again, I see there is a potential sell short opportunity. Depends how we close today on soybeans. If we have a look at wheat, wheat had a nice pop, so we took this breakout trade just on Friday on the USDA through a Monday. 3 days of sell-off here. Now we've just retraced and we're sitting again. Bit of a decision point for wheat here as well as to whether it will just find support around this zone. Do we have a new trend channel which is building to the upside here, symmetrical channel which is starting to develop, or are we just going to break back down within this overall bearish trend which we've been in over about the last couple of months or so. So I want to see where we're going to get a resolution today on wheat. If we're going to hold around this supportive trend channel, or if we're going to break down. I'm very interested in shorting these markets if they take out their lows from September. So if we start to break down, take out this low, very interested in getting short again. But if we build up a base, we'll look at other opportunities as well. If we move over and have a look also at corn, corn had a really good pop on the USDA report just on Friday, and we had good follow through on that as well. We traded that via wheat. We've now come up to key resistance. You can see on the horizontal here, key resistance around 395. Starting to pull back from that. Looks like we could, if we break this support, we could start to follow through a little bit lower as well. At the moment, corn is really just ricocheting between support and resistance. So it's still really stuck in quite a large range at the moment. So you can see that where it's continuing just to move between support and resistance. So yeah, we could be heading lower here for corn in the short term. Want to see again how this closes today. I would say the best markets to really be following today would be certainly, you've got the US dollar there, which is selling off. You've got potential for more upside on gold, potential for more upside on silver, potential on platinum, potential on palladium. Is the metals. The metals are definitely in play today after the FOMC statement. And also keep an eye on oil, but I still think the precious metals are the ones you want to keep an eye on as we head into the US session today. And it's rare actually to get the metals moving so much in the morning during the London session. So if they're moving this much during the London session, how they're going to fare during the US session? I suspect we'll get some good follow through. So definitely you want to just have those on your radar today. Yep, fantastic. Hey there, Chris, good to see you. Hi there, Dirk as well. Ray, Mr. C, hi there. Hi Tico, hi Poldy. Fantastic. Yeah, guys, if you've got any questions at all, do put those in the chat. If you want me to go over anything again, do just also put those in the questions and comments. Should be a good day today. We see definitely some potential for good follow through. So as I mentioned, we're only in the London session right now. So as we head into the US session, I do see a lot of potential for more upside here, particularly with the metals. So do keep an eye on it. We've got some really nice potential follow through. FOMC is classic for that. You often, once you pick a direction, you keep going, especially as we're on Friday as well. So we could keep going right into the close today. So do keep an eye on these markets. Okay, fantastic. So what I shall do, let me just move my charts here. Okay, super. Right. So just as we come back to the presentation, if you would like to find out more about how to join the Gold and Silver Club, our live trading room, as I mentioned, we just traded the FOMC statement live with all of our traders yesterday, currently in really nice profits on our gold trades. So if you would like to find out more, to get live analysis, live trading ideas, live support, join the Gold and Silver Club community, you can very simply do so. Join at www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. Enrollment is by application only. Once you've completed the enrollment form, we'll get in touch with you ASAP. And so that's very simply just go to, I'll put it in the chat for you just to make it very straightforward there. So it's just www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. Okay, super. And of course, for those of you who will be filling in the application, this is what it looks like. It's very straightforward. It will just take you less than a minute to complete. And once that's done, we, of course, look forward to welcoming you to the Gold and Silver Club. Okay, excellent. No problem at all, Ray. Great stuff. Well, have a fantastic weekend, guys. I wish you good trading this afternoon. Thanks to Adinda and the team for hosting today's session. And we'll catch you all on the next one. Okay, have a very profitable one. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.